Hello, in this session, let us try to learn to create an area. In the last two sessions, we have learned how to create key points and lines. To create an area, we need to go to create area, and under the area there are several options are available to create an area. So the first one is attribute. In attribute there are again few options are there through key points. So we can create an area using key points. We can create area over an area by lines, by skinning, and by offset. Normally these two are not much in use, so I'll explain you how to create through key points, overlaid on area, and by lines. The next option is a rectangle. So we can create an area with these options also by two corners. By selecting the two diagonal corners, we can create an area by center and a corner. If we have a key point at the center and a corner of a key point, we can create a, an area. As well as by dimensioning, if we don't have a key point or a line, we can directly define an area by defining an x and y coordinates. And the next option is with the help of circles. If the geometry is a circle, we can create using solid circle. Annular means a hollow one. Partial annular means if you want 45 degree of circle, we can use this. And by dimensioning, by endpoint, these are different ways of creating an area. Let us quickly explore one by one. Attributes I'll select through key points. So area can be selected through key points. We need to select key points in an clockwise or an anti-clockwise direction. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, and you have to click OK. So area is defined. A1 indicates the number of an area. So the next option, by lines. So by lines also we can create an area. So L1, L2, L3 and L4. You need to select the lines simultaneously one after the other. Then click on OK. The area has been selected. The next option is if we have a bigger area and few key points inside, we can create using overlaid. So it is asking to create it is asking to select the bigger one. So I'm selecting the bigger area. So I'm selecting this bigger area. So click on OK. Now click on OK. Now select the key point. I'm selecting the inner key point which I have defined. Now it is saying the area is being created. So area 1 plot, multi-plot. So there are two areas, area the bigger one as well as the smaller one which we created. So mm, like area overlaid and by area. Let us try to learn how to delete the areas which we defined. So here the options are available to delete. So area only means it deletes only area and it leaves the key points as well as the lines. So I have two areas which is been overlaid, so we can select one. This color indicates that we have selected this area and click on OK. So it deletes. If you want it like either you go replot, so you can see the area and area. Once again I'll select and I'll delete plot, multi-plot, since as I told you we deleted only an area. So if we want the complete area, line, everything, we can go for area and below option. Now line only, I'll delete these lines, plot and multi-plot. So this is how we can delete an area. Again we'll go and an area. So here in rectangle by two corners, so I am selecting the first corner. I'm selecting the first corner and the second corner. So like this also we can define the two corners by selecting the window. And the second option is by center and the corners. We'll select this as the center. So if you click right click, if you click select, if you click right click and the left click, the unselect will happen. So I'll select the center and then I'll select the corner. So like this we can create by center and corner. By dimension option, by dimension we can create. So if I'll say 0 and 100, again along y, so x 0 and 100, along y 0 and 100. So I've created area with the help of by dimension. Next option is circle. Like we can create a solid circle. Solid circle can be created by selecting, like we can give directly the coordinate here 0 0 and 20. Click on OK. See, the x coordinate and the y coordinate we have defined in the window, and the circle has been created. So now the next is the annular one. Another one is, I'll say 100 and 100. It means that from 0 it will consider x 100, and from 0 it will consider y 100. That means the circle will be drawn here. So radius 1 is the bigger circle radius. So I'll say 20 and the second radius is 10. Click OK. So the annular means like shaft or other thing can be created with the help of annular. The partial annular. So I'll say x is 0 and y is 100. So radius of this I'll say 100, and the theta 1 is an angle. So I'll say 20, and the second is the radius is 10, 20, and I'll say angle as 10. Click OK. So it creates the partial one. So from here to here is 10, and from here to here is 20. The angle from I will take this from here to here, the angle is 10 degree. From here to here it is 20. So we can zoom it. And let me try to fit, and let me use the zooming mode. I'll select this box, we can see here, and I'll use the pan, I'll zoom it bit. I'll make it the front view, and I'll fit it. I'll control left button is to pan it. So we can see from this is 10 degree and this is 20 degree. To create a partial angle or shaft by endpoints. By endpoints means we can create with the help of endpoints 1 and 2. Like this also we can create by with the help of endpoints. By dimension, outer radius I'll say again the 20, optional inner radius. Either we can create a solid or a complete solid or a shaft like an area. Starting angle and 360. Click on OK. So it creates. Like this also we can create. So I think you have learned how to create an area with the help of line and key point. In the next session, let us try to learn how to create volumes. Thanks for watching.